by the seaside in beautiful Puglia for a really lovely 15-minute deep core session. Going to be working on some really lovely basic Pilates exercises, then layering them up to become into single leg stretch, some double leg stretch and crisscross. So let's start in our relaxation position, bringing ourselves down onto the floor and setting ourselves up with our weight going down through the back of the head, the back of the rib cage and the back of the pelvis. Make sure your nose, breastbone, toe button and pubic bone are in one long line, and take your arms down by your sides. We're just going to do a little bit of rocking forwards and backwards to find our neutral spine and pelvis. Then maybe bringing our feet slightly closer in, ready for 2 regular spine curls to warm up. So neutral spine and pelvis, take a deep breath in, and then as we breathe out, we're going to roll back to infinite spine and bone by bone by bone start lifting up. So as you're sending your knees away from you and getting a lovely long line from the shoulders to the hips to the knees. Take a breath in here, and then let's melt back down onto the floor, replacing your spine bone by bone by bone. Let's go again here, breathing in and breathing out. So roll back, imprint and lift up, keeping your toes relaxed on the floor. Nice long line here. Take a breath in and melt back down, really getting that vertebrae sequence bone by bone. Now let's add in 2 arm circles to our next 2 spine curls. So breathing in and then roll back again, lifting up bone by bone by bone by bone. Now this time on the inhale, we take our arms all the way up and back, sweep the arms around in an arm circle, back through to your start position, and then melt back down onto the floor. Let's go one more time like this. So rolling all the way up, lifting through, arms up and back, sweeping the arms around, and then lengthen back down, bone by bone. Great. So for our next 2 spine curls, we're adding in a double arm fly. So bring your arms up above your shoulders, palms facing, draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Relax your toes, take a breath in, and let's roll back bone by bone by bone. Now this time as we inhale, we take our arms out to the side. If you have a pair of counterweights, you can hold them in your hands now. Bring the arms up, melt back down onto the floor. So we're increasing the amount of time that we're spending in that lifted position, working on the back line of the spine. Let's go again. Lifting up, send your knees away, use your bottom to support, use you open your arms, all the way back up, lengthen back down. Let's just go 2 more times like this now. So nice and smooth, roll down and up, lifting all the way up through. Open your arms, bring the arms up, lengthen down bone by bone by bone. We'll go one last one, really trying to get that sequential movement of the spine. Lifting up, send your knees away, open the arms, bring your arms up, lengthen down bone by bone, passing back through to your neutral spine and pelvis position. Bring your arms down, clasp them behind your head, and let's come into 8 regular curl-ups. So we're aiming to keep the lower part of our abs totally still, no rocking backwards and forwards through the spine. We're just coming into a little curl-up from the top of our head. So make sure you can see your elbows out of the corners of your eyes. Take your breath in, and then as you breathe out, we nod, soften and roll, lifting up bone by bone. Gaze goes between your knees, pause here, and lower back down onto the floor. Let's go again. So we've got this lovely core connection going on as we curl up. Nod, soften and roll, curling up, pause, lower down with control. And again, so maybe getting a little bit further up each time. Remember that you're starting with that little foot position. And again. And 3 more times. And 2. And our last one now, curling up here. Curl up, gaze goes between the knees, lengthen back down. Now we're turning this into a coordination. So we're now coming to our curl up, and then we're going to pulse our arms 3 times, moving from the shoulder. So hands back behind your head, take your breath in, keep your legs totally still, come into your curl up and then reach forward. 1, 2, 3, hands back behind the head, lower down with control. So as we move our arms, I really want to stay in that lovely curled up position. So trying to make sure our two muscles are switched on and the movement is coming from the arms and shoulders. Let's go again. Breathe and prepare. Breathe out, nod the chin, curl up, reach forward. 1, 2, 3. Hands back behind your head. Lower down. And again. Curling up. Reach forward. 1, 2, 3. And down. Let's go 3 more times now. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, pulse. Exhale, back down. Pause for your breath. And we'll do one last one now. Turning up, reaching through. 4, 2, 3. Back through and lower down. Now we're sticking with those curl-ups. Bring your knees and feet together, adding in a hip roll. So hands go behind your head, making sure you can see the elbows out to the corners of your eyes. Knees and feet are glued together. We exhale, curl up. Now we're going to try and stay in this curl up as we take our legs over into a hip roll. Over to the side, back to center. Over to the other side, back to center. So we're really working our oblique muscles now. Staying in this curl up, maybe coming a little bit higher if you can. And again, over and center, over and center. Keep lifting into your curl up. And we'll do 2 more times to each side. Just challenge yourself to get a little bit further on these next couple. Last 2. Woo. Just kick too far. Final one. Back through to center. Lower down here. Take your arms back down by your sides. Take your knees and feet back through to hip distance apart. Coming into a lovely single leg stretch now. So find your neutral spine and pelvis again. Bring your legs up 1, 2 into a double knee fold. Feet come together, knees apart. Come into your curl up and take your hands either side of your legs. We're using our hands to draw our legs in towards the shoulders with our single leg stretch. So let's breathe in to prepare and breathe out. Lengthen the leg, draw the other leg in and swap over. Keep that curl up, lengthen, inhale, lengthen, inhale. Let's try and make this a little bit smoother and a little bit faster. Lengthen, lengthen, exhale, exhale. Breathing out and out. Use your hands to draw your knee in towards your shoulder a little bit more. Think about whether there's any difference between the two sides. Exhale, exhale, last couple. Brilliant. Let's stay here and turn this into a straight single leg stretch. So now we're doing exactly the same move with both legs nice and long. So one leg goes up towards the sky or the ceiling, the other leg is out long. Take your hands behind your thigh or behind your calf and let's swap over, adding in a little pulse if you can. Now I've got tight hamstrings today, so I can't come in quite a lot. You might be more flexible than me today, so exhale, exhale. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, keep the height of that curl up. Let's go. 3 and 2 and last one. Bring the legs in, place your head down, relax here, turn your head from side to side. Well done. Great, so let's turn this now into our crisscross. Let's start nice and slowly. So back into that same position to start with our knees up, feet together, knees apart. Come into your curl up with your hands behind your head. Now we're going to twist to the side, bring the other knee in and lengthen the opposite leg out away from you. So we inhale to prepare, exhale twist. Inhale center, exhale twist. Center, twist. Center, twist. Nice and slow. Feeling that core connection. We're working the internal and external oblique. Okay, last normal one to each side. Over and over. And now let's try and make this slight slightly faster. So set yourself up once again, and now we're going to go super fast, super smooth. Go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back 3 to center, lower yourself down, lower legs 1, 2, well done. Have a rest here, take your head from side to side. Fantastic. Now we're going to come into our double leg stretch. We're going to do our double leg stretch legs first, and then we'll do our full on double leg stretch. With the double leg stretch legs, you can either keep your head on the floor or come into a curl up, depending on how you feel. So I'm going to bring my legs up 1, 2, knees apart, feet together, come into the curl up, hands go behind my head. Engage through the middle, and now as we inhale, we lengthen the legs away. Exhale, draw back in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, return. Lengthen, return. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 2 and 1. Back in, lower back down. Have a rest here. Now we're going to go into our 8th double leg stretch. You can choose either to stick with just those leg lengthens and draw back in, or you can now add in those arm circles that we practiced when we were doing the spine curl. It's up to you, but make sure that whichever you do, you try and maintain the height of that curl up as you move. So let's go back into our start position. Coming up, if you're adding in the arms, bring the arms up so that they're mid-thigh level with your palms facing down. And now as we inhale, we move away, lengthening everything. Exhale, back through. Draw your knees in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, through. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, through. Maintain the height of that curl up. Let's go 4 and 3. Enjoy that lovely movement of the shoulders. 2 and our last one, lengthening away. Draw back in. Place your head down. Turn your head from side to side. Good. Lengthen your legs back onto the floor. Just going to come into a lovely hip roll to relax through the middle muscles. So bring your knees and feet together. Take your arms slightly wider, palms down. Knees go to the side. Lovely twist. Back through to center and over to the other side. Back through to center, over to the other side. Good. So enjoying how that feels. 2 more to each side. And our final ones. And over to the other side. And back through to center. Now we're going to finish off with 2 roll-ups. If I can. This is really hard stone, so it might not be the most comfortable. You're going to do your roll-ups, lengthen your legs away, have them slightly further apart than hip distance, and put your toes up towards the ceiling. Let's start by taking your arms up and over, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, nod the chin in from the spine and lift up bone by bone by bone, all the way up and through to your seated position. Take a breath in, and then let's lengthen ourselves back down, really working the spine bone by bone. One more time here. Take a breath in as your arms go up and over. Exhale, reach up, nod the chin in through the spine, curl up bone by bone by bone. Sit nice and tall here. Let's lower ourselves back down. And bring the arms down by the side. Well done. Let's bring ourselves up through into a seated position. So roll onto your side, lift yourself up, and let's bring ourselves round. And sit nice and tall, however suits you best. Let's finish off with our 2 final breaths. So take a nice deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, bring the arms all the way up, lovely big stretch, and press the air away. Let's go one more time, all the way up, big stretch, press the air away, and give yourself a nice clap. Well done.